the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And
I miss you too,
and I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here, too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. And fellas, a new season about
Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Denver Nuggets get ready to battle. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. And after waiting, Steve, all summer, the fans here certainly seem to be exciting for opening night.
Yeah, if you're a hoop junkie, you want the season to be all year long. But obviously in the summer, you get time off. And that opening night, you're looking forward to see the new players, the new team. And day one, everybody feels they can win a championship. It's just later on in the year, reality starts to set in.
Yeah, well said. And it's the Warriors to start out. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Lethal shooting pair of Clay and KD out on the perimeter. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Curry in at the 1. Now here is Harris after the miss from Stephen Curry. Harris kicks to Murray. Here's Chandler. Green with the block.
You know, so much of Draymond's rim protection comes from positioning. But this time, he just flat out got it.
And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, for all the great things that Pachulia did for the Warriors last season, unfortunately, most fans will remember Kawhi Leonard hurting his ankle on Zaza's foot in the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, I don't think he did that intentionally. I know Zaza Pachulia. He just plays extremely hard. He's done a nice job for the Warriors, being that guy in the middle. Doesn't block shots, but he was huge for the Warriors.
Here's Green, following the basket by Jokic. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Green. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry. The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Chandler the pass to Jokic. Good on the 13-footer.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Here's Thompson, and another basket for Golden State.
Thompson looking totally comfortable. Such a beautiful release.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Murray kicks to Harris. Millsap a screen. Misses the 3.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without foul.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Murray dishes to Millsap. Over Green. Misses off the left iron. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 6. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded five-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from year to year and find different ways to show, what you're capable of, and that's kind of how, my story unfolded from high school to now, is just adding a little bit of piece here, a piece there every single year.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
When he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
We've got Paul Millsap. Jameer Nelson is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can. And you can write. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. First free throw is good.
And really, the Nuggets, a stronger team than many had predicted last season. One area that troubled them was the defensive end. And when they would lose, it was usually by being unable to come up with consistent stops.
Both free throws good from Faried. And for the Nuggets and their defensive issues, Greg, a lot of it stemmed from their lack of rim protection.
Yeah, the inability to challenge shots in general, for that matter. And they also had problems applying pressure and forcing turnovers as a team, at the bottom of the league in terms of turnovers forced.
No good from McCaw. The Nuggets trail by 4. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Nelson kicks to Millsap. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Steve, you talk about a gym rat. Paul Millsap adds another wrinkle to his game every single year.
Paul is a great example to follow. Never the biggest or the most athletic. Millsap's work ethic is what's made him an all-star.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Kenneth Faried. Chandler comes in for Hernan Gomez. Gary Harris is checked in for Barton. And it's Jamal Murray in for Jameer Nelson. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents, they went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
West, that's good.
And this is the kind of basketball that Durant wants to play. Ball movement, hit the open man.
Murray, the pass to Harris. And Millsap slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Thompson against Harris. Picked by West. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Warriors ahead. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they spent a lot of time away from the basket offensively. They need to get in the paint, Ernie. Whether it's running the offense through the low post or on dribble drives, pick and rolls, get into the paint.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
The lights of downtown Denver shimmering in the background as we welcome you back to the Mile High City and the Pepsi Center. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And you know he's going to come out aggressive, and you do what you can to slow him down, and thus far it hadn't worked because he's been amazing.
You know, his contribution, sometimes you overlooked him, but the man deserved credit. He provides this team with everything.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. The Nuggets trail. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Smitty, we're in an era where there are just a handful of absolutely unreal scorers in the league. But if you had to pick one who makes it look the easiest or the best, who's your pick?
You're right. You have so many guys, Harden, Durant, Westbrook. But the one guy I think it makes it look the easiest, I would probably have to say Klay Thompson, because he doesn't need anything but to catch and shoot. And he's getting not just 20s and 30s, but he can go off for 60, 50s and 60s. That's the guy that makes it look the easiest.
And Denver again with the bucket.
Great spacing afforded by Millsap shooting. It opens the floor for his teammates.
Curry dishes to Durant. There's the screen. Green, the screen. Shoots off the screen. And Kevin Durant again. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a huge basket, just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basketball.
They now take the lead.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
On the wing, Thompson. There's the dish to Pachulia. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
What's amazing to me about Klay Thompson is his ability to take over a game. He just needs a few shots to drop, and look out. The next thing you know, he is in unstoppable rhythm.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. And with Klay's shooting ability and size, it allows him to put up huge numbers, Steve, when he's locked in. We've seen it before in the past.
You know, just looking at Clay's resume shows how dominant he can be when he's on fire. 35 points in a quarter, 60 in 3 quarters. One of the scariest players in the league when he's on.
Good on both.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Barton outside for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. The Warriors leading. Dishes to Thompson. Outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 8 points for Steph Curry.
A very aggressive play by Stephen Curry, driving it to the teeth of the defense.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Warriors lead by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
And Steve Kerr, this is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. We've got Murray. He's out there with Jameer Nelson. Will Barton is out there with Plumlee. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now, here is Nelson. Barton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Hangs home the trifecta. Barton's got it all tied up now for Denver.
If the defense is going to keep giving him those shots, you know he has the confidence to knock them down.
Screen by Young. To the middle. It's deflected. Here's Curry. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 10 points for Steph Curry. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 1:02 left in the game. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Hernan Gomez. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Barton. And Harris subbed in for Nelson. And Golden State also making a change. Pachulia's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Paul Millsap. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Stephen Curry, a dead-eye free throw shooter. a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Millsap. Another miss by Millsap. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Shooting for Golden State, Kevin Durant, taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And the former College Player of the Year with the Longhorns, Durant, the first freshman to ever earn that distinction. And his NBA career has been just as remarkable.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
They need to work on getting a clean, quality look from the perimeter here. That should be their focus.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
He's accounted for the bulk of their scoring, and that's really nothing new. No team likes to rely too heavily on one player, but when you got a guy with this amount of talent, you've got to lean on him like they have.
Millsap a screen on Green. Harris kicks to Jokic. For the 3, Chandler. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
And he throws it right out of bounds. Careless mistake.
And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting for Golden State, Stephen Curry, at the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Nelson kicks to Barton to stop the run. No good that time.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. She's the point guard, force them in a different situation, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, putting pressure on them, and trying to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year, and trying to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.